Hey guys, what's up? It's Heather Grant, and today I'm going to be talking about 5 different essential oils that you can use for carpal tunnel. And I feel kind of funny talking about this because I feel like that's something that old people should be talking about, and I'm not old, I'm very young, but I have actually dealt with problems in my wrists since for as long as I can remember, since I was about 11 years old. So when I was 11, I got bucked off of a horse. And I actually didn't get bucked off. I kind of fell off, I think is the real story. Bucking off sounds really cool, but I think it was more of a fall off. Basically, the saddle came loose and tilted, and I ended up falling on one of my wrists. And ever since that day, I can remember having problems with my wrist, specifically my left one. My left one is worse because that's the one that I landed on. But with both wrists, really, I've honestly had problems with. And I think part of it is because I've always had a job where I work a lot on a laptop. I do a lot of typing, or I'm on my phone a lot. For those that know and follow me, I'm on Facebook and I post, 6 or 7 times a day. And a lot of times I will schedule out those posts ahead of time. And so I am scheduling literally hundreds of posts all at once. And so I'll sit down and I'll spend 2 or 3 hours on my phone scheduling out that information for all of my followers that follow my Heather Grant Wellness private Facebook group page, right, where they're looking for tips and tricks on oils and health and exercise and nutrition, all of these things, right? But the point is that I'm on my laptop or I'm on my phone for a lot of hours. And so anytime that happens, I end up with really severe wrist pain. And will even have to wrap my wrist for several days to be able to get that pain to go away because it's really, really severe. And so I wanted to share with you and just kind of a heart to heart about what has worked for me and some oils that will hopefully help you. So the first one that I wanted to mention is a blend. It's called the Soothing Blend, and it's Deep Blue. Many of you maybe have already used this blend for carpal tunnel or tried it. If you haven't, this is the one that I highly recommend. Has things like blue tansy and helichrysum. It's just a very soothing blend that can be for pain. And many of you maybe have used the Deep Blue rub or the Deep Blue oil or the Deep Blue, there's a roller that you can use, but that's one that I will actually use before I wrap my wrists. That has worked really, really well for me. Probably the one that's been the most effective for me. So I wanted to share that one with you first. But Deep Blue, the Deep Blue Soothing Blend from doTERRA has been very, very effective at helping me with my wrists when I have wrist problems, okay? The other one that I really recommend that has worked well is it's called Aroma Touch. It's the massage blend. It has things like basil and grapefruit and all of those yummy different oils in it that help with circulation. And so that's been really one that has helped with that pain and that inflammation in my wrist. So I really, really like Aroma Touch. And then the other 3 oils that I wanted to recommend and just tell you about that have helped me, I really love cypress essential oil. Cypress is really great at increasing the circulation, and when we're dealing with carpal tunnel, right, we want new blood flow to that area. And so cypress is a really great one that you can put on topically. You can also use marjoram. Marjoram is actually a really good pain oil that not a lot of people know about, but this is really, really great for tendons and ligaments and joints when we're having that type of pain. Being able to put that marjoram on the area that's causing you problems is really, really effective. And then last but not least, lemongrass is one that you can use for carpal tunnel that can be really, really helpful. Now, with any of these essential oils, you can actually use a carrier oil if you have sensitive skin. When you use a carrier oil, it helps that heavier carrier oil, it helps to drive in these aromatic compounds, because the thing with essential oils is they're aromatic. And so a lot of the oil that you're putting on evaporates. And so one of the things that has really helped me is to be able to put that oil on, add the carrier to it, right? Add my coconut oil or my olive oil or whatever carrier you're choosing to use, and then wrap it, right? So I'm actually wrapping it. And so once I'm using that carrier oil and I'm wrapping it, it's really helping to drive that essential oil in to my wrists to support what's hurting me. And if you're someone who maybe you don't have carpal tunnel, but you have other joint issues, other pain issues, the same can be applied, right? You can use these essential oils, you can use a carrier oil, and you can wrap them. So if you're like me and you suffer from this type of issue where you're dealing with that pain from time to time on a regular basis, these are some essential oils that can support you long-term in being able to relieve some of that pain, because I can't quit, right? I can't quit my job. I love my job. I love teaching people about essential oils. I love teaching people about natural health solutions. So that's not something I'm going to give up, but I need to be able to do it, and to be able to do it as pain-free as possible. And so I've learned tips and tricks throughout the years. I will take breaks between working. I'm very, very careful about, scheduling where I have a day where I work and then I have a couple days where I'm not on my phone and I give my wrist a break. But when I overdo it, because I do sooner or later, and you do too, right? We're all human. Grabbing these essential oils can be really, really helpful at being able to relieve that pain and support our body as it heals and kind of recovers from the abuse that we sometimes give it. So you guys, I hope you have a great day. If you have any questions or if you actually want to try these essential oils for free, if you don't already have these amazing gifts of the earth in your home, you can jump over to my website. It's heathergrantwellness.com. You can request a free sample there. And as always, you can always find me on my Facebook private group, Heather Grant Wellness, where you can literally find hundreds of tips and tricks about essential oils and ways that you can use them to naturally support yourself and your family. Everyone, have an awesome day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.